Welcome back to another video. It's Smooth Plays, and today we're going to be showcasing a little bit of the Legion Go and what you should expect while you're having it as far as navigating through apps and Legion space. So with that being said, let's get straight into it because I'm not into a whole lot of talking and intros and all that stuff. So first thing we want to do is open up Legion space. So I'll switch my Legion space down to this bottom button right here. This is the Lenovo Legion Go, Legion Space, whatever you want to call it. This is that main app right here. Just like with the Asus ROG Ally, and they have the Armory Crate. So this is pretty much the similar same UI right here. You open this up and you hit your library. And as you can see, I have all of the games that I'm playing via Steam. And as you can see, there's also the Steam mark on these games because that's where I got these games downloaded. However, here are my Xbox games as far as Xbox app. And here's another one. However, I'm actually missing a couple of those, like Final Fantasy VIII. I know for sure that's an Xbox. Hold up, wait. Okay, and then we got Fortnite here with the Epic's Game Store. So everything you pretty much download is going to be in this space right here. However, I really don't use this. And it says here that you can add games to it. So you can, go through this list right here. And if you have a game that you want to add onto this list, you can do that. There's the refresh button here. So I don't really use this though. I'm gonna be honest with you. And then there's the game store. So you can get a lot of things, like this is a spring sale. This is also one, and these take you to third-party sites that are still connected in the Legion space. Or if you just slide up here, you can also have access to buy these keys to these games at discounted prices. There's always something good on sale. So let's say if I'm in Legion space and I want to buy Skyrim, for instance, it's going to redirect to a third-party website, which is still in Legion space. However, if I hit purchase now on it, what it's going to do after I pay for it, it's going to give me a key code. And with that key code, you have to copy it or take a picture of it with your phone, and then you'll take it over to Steam, and then you will add it into your library through Steam. So Steam is really important when it comes to this Legion space area here. So I just want to exit out of here. Now, that's Legion space right there. It's kind of easy to use, and it's mainly for like tweaking settings. So I shouldn't have left out of there, but we're gonna go in there one more time just so I can cover the settings, because the settings in the Legion space is one of the most important things. It's one of the most important areas when you're new to Legion Go and you're trying to get everything set up. So the settings in Legion space. Now this right here is where you have the options to, as far as you can change these performances here, but there's another button for this also. And you go to like display. My display is at 60 Hertz. I have no idea when that changed, but okay. So we're going to bump that back up to 144 Hertz. And here in the controller setting, this is where you're going to have access to button mapping, and you can edit that, and you can assign any button to whatever you need to assign it to. You can adjust your dead zones and your sensitivities, your trigger travels, as far as when you actually pull the back triggers and things of that nature. And controller mode, let's see here. Controller mode, gamepad. Yep. I just wanted to check that out right there. That's another one I'm gonna have to do. And yeah, so that's pretty much it as far as like with the the Legion space settings and stuff like that. You can see all of these things, but you can see these things in your main windows also in the regular Windows setting. As you can see here on my 1 terabyte Legion Go space, I'm using a little over half of that. I do have a lot of games right now, and I also have a local disk drive, which only has it's like 250 gigabytes on my micro SD card. I just use that for like emulations, and that's where I save my games at. But at the bottom here, it says drivers, and you can get driver updates. I'll hit check up for update. I'm pretty sure mine is always up to date because I always make sure every once in a while that oh, how cool. So I actually do have a couple of updates here. I really didn't even notice because of the games that I'm playing. They're just optimal. I'm actually come back and I'm gonna make sure that I update that. But that's where you get your main updates for Legion Go, especially when they're official updates, instead of going to like strange websites and getting early access upgrades and stuff like that. I wouldn't recommend that. I would recommend waiting until Legion Go actually releases their own updates for their handhelds and it's official. So normally I use Steam, okay? And when it comes to actually launching my games, when you download any game, even through the third party, there's an option for you to end up creating apps for those desktop apps. And I always check those because I like to just have these right here instead of me having to open up Steam or open up Epic's game launcher. I'll have Epic's there. So instead of me opening up those things, I can just tap on a double tap, whatever. Well, that was like a triple tap, but we're gonna open up an app, and it's automatically opening up Steam in big picture mode for me right there. So that's why I really don't have to open up Steam or start Steam, because the applications that I run through Steam, they just predominantly automatically open that up. So I don't really have to go through a bunch of hoops and hurdles to start playing games like almost immediately. So we're just gonna get a game started, and these things just they load up pretty great. So let's say if you're I mean, this looks great too, even on camera. But if you're thinking about, purchasing a Legion Go and you're not really sure about how Windows operates, or you're just not really into the PC thing, I'm going to keep it $150 with you, man. This right here is the bridge for PC players. This is for controllers and for console players. If you're a console player and you want to make that switch over to PC, I feel like the Legion Go is the perfect bridge for that, due to it having the controllers, and it's very easy to use. I could take off these controllers, but I prefer to leave mine in handheld mode. I feel like that's where it shines the most at. I also own a dock, so I could just dock it to my TV. And as you can see here, it works perfect. If I want to jump straight into my game, it does that just so. As you can see, it really didn't take any time for me to get in. As you can see, I'm running it pretty smoothly here. Let me see here. Now we're not doing a video game live stream here. I'm just going in here just to show you that, this works. You know what I'm saying? Not only does it work, some games work better than others, but like I said, man, you won't be disappointed at the performance, especially when it comes to older games. Now, when it comes to newer games, some games aren't optimized at their best potential, but there's always the room for, external GPUs and things of that nature if you really want to get a Legion Go buffed up. But at the end of the day, if you're going to be getting externals and all that stuff like that, you might as well get a gaming PC. I'm not going to lie to you, you know what I'm saying? Or just a whole desktop gaming thing going on there, because, you know, these things cost a lot of money, and then external GPUs cost a lot of money. So you'd end up paying a lot of money. So, and when it comes to being able to close the games, and let's see here. Okay, so closing the game. If I want to slide into something else, let's say I want to play a different game. As you can see here, everything just works like it's supposed to. It's making sure it loads up the controllers and things of that nature. My main game console type UIs that I use is Steam predominantly, because Steam is pretty much optimized for PC play. And then I also have emulators and things of that nature. When you use emulators, that's where it can get a little funky at. And that's where a lot of people have problems and issues. So, but when it comes to actual games and gaming, I don't really feel like there's a problem with Legion Go's gaming and how it's set up. Now, if you're doing emulations and all that stuff, that's extra. But if you want to just talk about just getting in there, gaming and going, like, this is there. You know, this is just as good as how Nintendo Switch was with their everything and everything. You just got to just have an open mind to being able to play on a PC that's like a Switch, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, this is pretty cool. I also have knowledge on the ROG Ally. And therefore, when it comes to, you know, which one being better or not, they're both the same. As long as you get the Ryzen Z1 chipset, that's the same processor. However, I feel like Legion Go is a little bit more optimized than that. And when it comes to downloading speeds and uploading speeds, things of that nature, I'm going to say that the Legion Go is definitely the king when it comes to the handheld competition right now. So, as you can see here, I've started multiple games without any problems. And I also have my game on a PC stand here. It adds a little bit more height, makes it a little bit more comfortable. I can hold this game with my hands, no problem. But like if I need to hit the power button that's in the middle, you know, that's you gotta stretch them out just to get to that. You know what I'm saying? So, but we ain't gonna do nothing with that though. We just gonna close this. We gonna let our Steam pop up. And this is where I get most of my games from, through Steam. And they always have sales, as you can see. I'm not interested in any of these games right now, but they always have sales. We're going to exit out of there. I also have the Epic Launcher, which I downloaded that through Legion Space. And then we can launch our Epic's game launcher. This is another one. So there's multiple game launchers. You can use whatever you prefer. Or if you just want to just use one specifically, like Steam, that's fine too. But sometimes game fronts like these have sales on certain games that might not be on sale on Steam or via Xbox with the Xbox app. So if you bounce around through those apps right there, through Steam, Xbox, and the Legion Space, you might find a game that's on sale on one of those apps that might not be on sale on another one. So there's always a way to find a deal or a discount on those applications, and you're going to end up with a bunch of games. I've seen a lot of people with a bunch of games on Legion Go, and I got the 1 terabyte, and I got plenty games. So we got free games right here I can download, and then they have deals sometimes. You can even go to Amazon Prime Gaming. It's like a website, and they also have free games. But as you can see, my setup is pretty cool, and it's easy. So if I want to go retro, then I'll just go to wherever I put my emulator at, and we're going to skip this update right now. And let's say I want to play an old game. And I'll just launch that. It says, game this location, blah, blah, blah. And then right there, I'm playing PlayStation 2. That easy. I know exactly where my files are. I made certain folders, so it's easy to find certain things. And, just having access to emulation, things of that nature. It's pretty cool. So that expands your library. So not only are you playing PC games, but you can play older games on PlayStation 2. You can play Super Nintendo games. The potential on, owning a Legion Go will definitely open up a broader scale of gaming for you. I could also connect a controller. If I want to play with my Xbox controller, I highly suggest playing with an Xbox controller due to it being through a Microsoft company. A lot of people have been having problems with PlayStation 5 controllers. So I've been hearing, I know a couple of people who own Legion Go's that use the PlayStation 5 remote play, and they use the PlayStation 5 controllers, which virtually they ended up switching to their Xbox controllers. I don't blame them at all. But like I said, that's it right there as far as apps and, just connectability, the ease of use. It's that simple. You get your apps from Steam, you get your apps from Legion Go, you create a shortcut for them, and you can just launch them straight off of your desktop, or you can go into the Lenovo Legion space area and you can just have access to your library. But I prefer to use shortcut apps because, as I stated, those things are right there in your face. It makes it simple. You can use this also. As a matter of fact, this will be my first time launching a game from Legion Space right here. I'll just launch it just because we here. And as you can see right there, it loaded up. There was no brain power involved in that. There's no, oh man, I can't find my apps and I can't find the stuff that I bought. Everything that you see is going to be right in front of your face. There's a lot of people who complained and made it seem like the Legion Go is such a complicated machine. No, it's not. This machine is very simple. It's easy to use. If you can work a smartphone, you can work the Legion Go. You don't need to be a PC god to learn how to use this. You know what I'm saying? If you can pick up a Switch and play, you can pick up a Legion Go and play. After you first get your Legion Go and you do all the updates and all of those things, that stuff does take some time when you open it straight out of a box. But after you're getting started, man, you're going. And there's no stopping you. You're going to be playing games from the 1990s, if you want, all the way up to the 2020s. You know what I'm saying? At the touch of a button. And just to have access to gaming like that, that is why the Legion Go has become my main primary console. As you can see, I got an Xbox sitting right there, collecting dust. I prefer to play on this. Why not? It's fun, it's easy, it's versatile to use. Depending on what game you play, you will have a draw in battery power. So I was at 100% at the beginning of this video, but as I opened up those apps and it ran certain games in the background and it had certain applications open, I did use about 12% of my battery life. I ain't gonna lie about that. So I hit this button right here and I can see what's being worked on and what's being used with my CPU, GPU, and you can always monitor these things. And you can also get access to that same thing in Legion Space with this button right here to change your button mapping profile. That's what I'm going to have to get into right there. I'm gonna have to see if I can add an extra profile on that. You know what I'm saying? But you can customize this baby to be exactly how you want it to be, and you can have it play exactly how you want it to play. The kickstand is God tier. We got the buttons on the back, so you got all this customization here. You got these buttons on the back here. You got your regular triggers that you're always used to. We got the SD card slot reader right here. This thing is what makes gaming great again for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to complain about the Legion Go. And it's not perfect. It does have its moments where it may have some laggy situations, or it may be playing a game that's not optimized for it fully. But I will tell you one thing. I do not regret buying this system. And I can definitely tell that looking on my camera through my phone that the apps look a little blurry on screen. That is not the case. Like these app icons, they look absolutely amazing. They're in high detail. My background picture, high detail. A lot of this stuff is in high detail. The only thing is through a camera, it kind of shows up and looks a little fuzzy at times, but that's through a camera. You're not going to be looking with your eyeballs through a camera playing this game. This is high quality, top notch, top shelf. It doesn't feel cheap. I highly recommend it. If you're going to be a Legion Go player in the future, or you're deciding on getting one of these, I hope that this video was a determining factor for you to get one. I highly suggest it. They're going to be working on this for years to come. I just read within the owner who actually made the Legion Go, and they said they're going to be supporting this thing for quite some time, and they have no plans on not updating it and making sure that they listen to the fans on what their product is and the experiences that come with it. So I'm just going to tell you guys, we're still early in the market on this, and this is a developmental state right here. This thing is going to be amazing. It's already amazing right now, but it's going to be even better as we all stick with it and we support it, and the Legion Go community supports each other. Make sure you get into a Legion Go community, and make sure you follow somebody on YouTube like me, or any other type of Legion Go player that's actually working out the settings and showing you how to do things, because there's a lot of situations that may pop up for you, and there's somebody out there that's going to help you. I've had people help me, and I've helped others. So therefore, with that being said, this is Smooth Plays. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate everybody. Make sure you like and subscribe and help the channel grow for your boy. And let's share this, and let's get this out to the people who don't know. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, now you know.